Why, hello, Internet. It is Wednesday, August 14th. I'm your host, Chet Siegel. Today you're gonna hear about dolphins and babies and Texas. It's gonna be fantastic. And this is your Guyism Speed Round. Two red pandas were born yesterday at the Detroit Zoo. Unfortunately, Detroit can't afford any more kids, and so they were placed into foster care. A teenager who plotted a school bombing is now running for mayor in a very small city in Utah. Now, I know what you just did, Internet. You just underestimated him as a candidate. Well, I've got to say, he's quite the organizer, and he's an explosive debater. The death rate of bottlenose dolphins is 7 times higher than it usually is this time of year. In completely unrelated news, some whales were heard laughing in the Pacific Ocean. Weird. According to a new British study, apparently urban beekeeping is bad for the bee population. But they love bees. I just love them so much I squeeze them. Ow! Ow! Hugging bees is painful. Y'all must think I'm fucking nuts. A nurse who murdered 40 babies is being released from prison after serving only 30 years of her life sentence. That's less than 1 year per infant, which, if you think about it from the victim's perspective, is 40 consecutive life sentences. Woo! To keep the baby news going, in Texas, a man hacked into a baby monitor to shout profanities at an infant that he didn't even know. So, okay. How many shitty parents out there just heard this news story and thought, wait a minute, so I can rig this thing so that I can leave my baby at home alone while I go out and get a beer? I caught you, Internet. I caught you. Several digital entrepreneurs are now developing iPad and iPhone apps for animals to use with their little paws and their tiny noses. So now Genius Bars can expect to see a whole different kind of water damage. Also, when I was writing this joke, Word didn't recognize iPad, and that made me worried for Microsoft. You better catch up, Microsoft Word, or you're gonna end up like your little Zune. And most people don't even know what the fuck a Zune is. A study at the University of Michigan says that 20% of cardiac arrest survivors have experienced a, quote, near-death experience. And I think that this data is wrong, because it should say 100%. A Russian surgeon was arrested for stealing some of the heroin that he had surgically removed from inside of a man's stomach. What? Did it really look so appetizing inside of that man's guts that you just had to take it out and shoot up right then? I mean, I can sort of get it. Sometimes when I see somebody walking with a milkshake, it also makes me want to get a milkshake, and sometimes I do. But it was inside this man's fucking stomach. Gross. Google says that Gmail users cannot legitimately expect privacy when letting a third party manage their mail. I know, I said the exact same thing to my boyfriend. Who the fuck is Sharon? Okay guys, now it is time for Chatting with Chet.
Hold on to your hats, boys and girls. It's time to chat with Chet. Chatting with Chet.
Woo-hoo! Yeah! Talk to
Oh,
us,
stop.
Chet.
Thank you, thank you.
Oh boy, she's funny.
Thank you, Drew, for sending me that song completely unsolicited. You sent me that song. You made that for me. So kind. You guys are the weirdest and the best. Let's get to it. Okay, I just got this question. It popped up on my Twitter feed as I was doing this, which means it is the perfect viewer inquiry question. If you had to be trapped in a TV show for a month, which show would you choose and why? That is an excellent question. Well, considering that I am already trapped inside of girls, it seems, I'm gonna pick something else. It's tough because you don't want to be in anything too violent because you don't want to die. Because I would say Breaking Bad, because that shit is real. But all of those characters are living such terrifying, dark lives that I don't want to be there. I just want to watch it from a safe distance. So I am gonna go with Arrested Development because it's a wacky world where kind of anything is possible, and I feel like I would get along with a lot of those characters. So Arrested Development. Fantastic question. You nailed it. I'm guessing that you get called cute or adorable a fair amount. When someone does, do you just go with it or do you tell them to go fuck off? It used to bother me when I was younger, I think, but I actually don't get called cute or adorable all that much. And when I do, it's nice. It's a compliment. People say so many shitty things to you that you should appreciate when someone's trying to say something nice. So to anyone who's ever called me cute or adorable, thank you. All right, guys, that is going to do it for today's Guyism Speed Round. I have been and I will continue to be Chet Siegel. If you liked what you saw, click that like button on down below. Shoot this link to a couple of your friends. And if you've got any questions for me, ask them. I'll answer them. On my Facebook page, you can just send me a message or post them on my wall or tweet them at me at Chet Siegel. Clearly, you just saw that is another way to reach me. And come back tomorrow for more headlines that you need to know. Guys, I think I'm in an excellent mood because I made the perfect soft-boiled eggs today. So, okay, what I did, I put a thumbtack in the fat part of the egg just to puncture a tiny, tiny little hole in each egg. I waited for the water to completely boil. Then I put the 2 eggs in for just a little over 5 minutes. Rinsed them under cold water, super carefully peeled them, and then sliced them so that all the ooey nice yolk just oozed out of them and sopped it all up with some toast and like West Virginia blackberry jam that I brought back from home. Amazing! I swear, a great breakfast can change your fucking day. I think I'm going a little insane in this tiny room alone. I'm becoming a little too comfortable making weird noises alone. Google.